Hi everybody. In this video, we are going to look at the 5 myths of a marketing job and the reality. What is the purpose? The purpose of this video is that a lot of times we get into a career because there is a glamour attached to it. Like for example, we want to be a cricketer because you feel that there's a very good life over there, but it's a crazy traveling life. You're away from your family. Similarly, in sales and marketing, there is a glamour associated with the marketing job, and our purpose in this video is to show you what really is the case so that you take an informed decision about it. All roles are good roles. Our issue is that many times we join a company and we don't get we after joining the company we feel, oh, this is not what I really wanted to do. So and then it causes dissatisfaction, and then we end up quitting in the next 6 to 8 months, and that doesn't look good on the resume. All right, so let's start. What exactly are the typical myths that we have heard people ask us about, and that's what we're talking about. So the first confusion is that marketing is about making ads. You see all these ads on IPL, you see on television, and you see all these hoardings, you see film stars, and sometimes you wonder that, okay, marketing is about making ads. The second myth is that this is about the 4 P's of marketing, which is that you've got this product, you've got this place, you've got price, you've got promotion, and you are this master strategist sitting in head office. And the Netflix series like which is that lawyer series. Those are the ones that Suits. So you see all this glamorous stuff in Suits and all, or in another series called the Mad Men, and we feel that it is this superior function done by the upper classes, and sales is something which the lower classes have to do. And I'm going to do this marketing piece, and we feel it's a creative job. There is a lot of debate going on about video editors and graphic designers, and you see a lot of creative stuff happening on television, on digital marketing, and you feel, okay, that's the role in a marketing role. And the perception is that you will meet Anushka, and you will meet Sri Devi, and you will meet all, and all the film stars regularly. Um, let's look at the reality. Okay, the reality is that what do you actually do in a marketing job? Well, first of all, the ads are made by an ad agency. How does the ad agency? So, if you want to be in the world of advertising, you need to join an ad agency like like a Lintas, or you need to be on the agency side. So there are two basic roles. There's a marketing role, which is the client role, and there's an agency role, which is the supplier role. And what does the agency do? The agency is the one that actually works on a brief given by the marketing manager or the brand manager. Now, how does this work? What works is that the marketing manager is the one who initiates research about something that's changing. For example, right now in India, you are seeing a trend where um, there is a backlash against sugar. Okay? Courtesy a few influencers, um, companies are realizing that India is getting a little health conscious, and therefore people are looking at the labels, and people are noticing the amount of sugar. Okay, and sugar adds to taste. So India has traditionally been a taste market, but it is now becoming a health market, and healthy people don't want sugar in it. So the marketing manager observes this trend in the market, and okay, and initiates market research. So one of the roles of a marketing manager is to identify what are the trends that are taking place in the market. For this, he works with a market research agency. Now he gives them a brief. He says, I want to check what is happening in Mumbai, I'm happening in Pune, top 4 metros in the country, top 10, let's say the next tier state capitals, let's say a Lucknow, let's say a Chandigarh, and he initiates some research. The research agency goes and talks to a few people, comes back with information on the basis of which a product is designed. So this product, now how do you design this? This product is designed in a lab, which is attached to a plant, and there are some samples that are made. Those samples are tried and tested within the company, then they are tried and tested with focus groups. So again, the market research agency does that, and then after that the product is test launched. And where do you normally do a test launch? You do it in a smaller city, which keeps your cost low, but at the same time it gives you the flavor of what will happen in a larger city. So let's say Pune is a test market, Chandigarh Trivandrum, Ernakulam. These are the markets that are where a test market happens. And then after that, everything goes well. The marketing plan is made. This is how we are going to price the product. This is where it stands against competition. This is how we're going to position the product. So this is the role of a marketing person. Okay, what you're doing is that you are working with a whole lot of these agencies, studying the market, designing the product, working with the plant to manufacture the product, working with a more additional set of marketing agencies to create the merchandising material for it, talking to the sales team to figure out how the product is going to get distributed, which outlets does it need to be present in, how is it positioned over there, will the sales team, what kind of collateral will the sales team have in terms of brochures, pamphlets, and product detailers that is to be given to them. This is what is the role of a marketing person. All right. So making ads is what the ad agency does. What the marketing person does is give a brief to the ad agency. And therefore, it's a lot of follow up with your agency, with your printer, with your transporter, CNF, making sure that the product is available at various places. That's what is talked about. All right. Now, the question is, are you designing a new product or are you designing a regular, or working with a regular product? Now, in most of the cases, you are working with a regular product. You do keep changing the marketing. You don't change the positioning every quarter or every month. You kind of reposition the product maybe once in 3 or 4 years or so. But what you're doing is you are launching some new products, some new brands. These can be new brands altogether, or they can be line extensions. And this happens once or twice in a quarter. Now, because a company has multiple brands, every brand is launching once or twice in a quarter. So the sales manager on the other side is getting a new brand maybe once in 15 days, two or three brands that he talks about. Let's continue. So, so what is happening here is that marketing is this sutradhar. Okay, the marketing manager, the brand manager. Now, initially in your life, you are handling one particular brand or a bunch of smaller brands. As you grow in your career, you will be given bigger and bigger responsibilities, bigger and bigger brands to manage. So, the marketing role is that you are launching these new products occasionally, and there's a lot of work associated with designing the product, getting operationalizing the entire marketing plan. And in on a regular basis, what are you doing? Okay, on a regular basis, now see what the brand manager is doing. Well, let's say a brand manager, Synthol, is handling the brand, is responsible for the brand across the country. Now you are talking to 30 area managers across the country, and 4 regional managers, and you have these conversations with your area manager saying, look, in what the area manager Mumbai is saying, okay, the brand is doing decently well. But the area manager Pune and rest of Maharashtra will say, for look, what, we're doing well in Pune, but we're not doing well in Nashik, we're not doing well in Nagpur. So what needs to be done? So you might go down to the market, do a 2-day field visit to understand what is the ground reality, and then working with the area manager, you will design a growth plan. Maybe a scheme needs to be given. Maybe a demand creation activity like a van campaign, like a rural marketing campaign needs to be done. Maybe you will get a bunch of promoters to stand outside some modern trade outlets, some malls, and do sampling of the product. Okay, maybe it's a demand issue, maybe it's an offtake issue, maybe it's a distribution issue, maybe it's a pricing issue, maybe there's a lot of damaged goods that are there in the market, and these need to be picked up, and the trade is resisting the new product. So this is the regular activity. The regular activity is to drive primary sales, secondary sales, and offtake, and keep having these conversations with different people across the country. Um, as you are running these conversations, you are also required to report on the outcomes of each of these conversations. And therefore, you're talking about monthly reports, weekly reports, daily reports. You're tracking sales on a regular basis. You're tracking brand plans on a regular basis. There are budgets that are given to you. You're holding the entire, you're working with the sales team to make sure that those budgets are properly utilized. So it's a follow-up job. Okay, there's a lot of numbers associated, there's a lot of data analysis that you have to do, and that's the reality. Okay, do you meet film stars and sports people all the time? Occasionally, most of the time, no. Companies, people, it's not like IPL that the owner is interacting with a bunch of sports stars. Okay, or you're actually shooting the ad with the heroes and heroines of Bollywood. It is the agency that does that. Okay, it is the marketing agency, the creative agency, the production house. They are the ones who actually do all of these things. All right. So that's the idea. The purpose of this video was to make sure that you understand the role. It's a lot of follow up. It's a lot of reporting. It's a lot of data analytics, and it's a lot of coordination between different agencies whom you are working with. All right, you are the custodian of the brand, and you're responsible for driving the offtake of that brand in your designated geographical area. Thank you.